the effort behind this year's championship was tremendous. Didn't start only this year. It was going on for a long time. Since a long time we've prepared for the 2014 season, and there are many people in Brackley and in Brixworth and Stuttgart who worked for that. You don't see that because it's not on the race weekend, but 90% of the performance is being done in the factory. Mercedes and racing is at the heart of Mercedes. It's in our DNA, and then being part of that history, having clinched the first constructor title for Mercedes-Benz is just very satisfying. There is no silver bullet. It's many decisions taken every day by intelligent people which add up to a successful car and successful position in the championship. The teams today are not at all like they've been many years ago, tiny little organizations with 100 employees or so. Today we're having more than 1,000 people in Brixworth and Brackley, and it has become at least medium size, if not large company in from a racing perspective. And this is why you need to extract the maximum of knowledge from all these intelligent guys, and then build a team and form a team around it. And this is what has changed to the past. It's not a decision of a single individual or decisions from a few individuals. It's decisions from many hundred people. When we started the campaign, we knew that we were early, and we exited the pits at 1 second after 9 o'clock in the first Jerez test, and this was our ambition. So we knew, not having tested for many days in the beginning, like our main competitor Red Bull had, is an extreme disadvantage. So we knew we're in a good place, but you can never take it as granted. The first time I realized that this would be probably our championship was just after Suzuka. We want to keep the ball flat, pretend that this year never happened, and have the same ambition, the same motivation to make it again next year.
It is historic because Mercedes never won the Constructor Championship in all the history, and I certainly look forward to speak to everybody here. Then I go up to Brixworth, to the AMG group, which is the same amount of people, altogether about 1,200, and thank them really, and say what we all have achieved together. The race team is always out with the drivers and with us and the race, and they are right there on the spot. But the real people who guarantee the success are here, and they very seldom get out, mainly to Silverstone only if they want to. So therefore it's more important for me to be here actually today and speak to them.
Thank you so much. It was amazing to come here today and to see everyone, and everyone's so excited and just pumped. And it's strange because when you're standing in front of everyone, it's so difficult to come up with the right words to say, to really express how grateful you are for all the work everyone does. I felt that the team, I mean, after meeting with Ross and with Niki, they painted such a great image or picture of what where the scene was going, and yeah, I mean, they turned me. And I mean, obviously I've been with Mercedes since I was 13, so it was natural for me to be here. But yeah, then when I came and joined the team, to see the enthusiasm, the determination, it's just a different, obviously a completely different, separate group of people compared to what I worked with before, who were also great. But also they had this hunger which I hadn't seen before. It's a hunger of a team that hadn't had success for many years. So we're just willing to do absolutely everything above and beyond what anyone else would do. It's the greatest feeling in the world. You know, it's what I live. It's what I live my whole life for. It's what I wake up and train for. It's every driver's dream. So, you know, that's when I was out there just saying, you know, this is something that very few drivers get to experience in their lives, a car like this and a team like this. So, you know, it's important to step back and really enjoy the moment.
It's a great feeling. I'm very happy for all of us. You know, finally we're there where we want to be, dominating the sport. You know, and it really has been a long time coming, because since we started this project in the beginning of 2010, which is now 5 years ago, whatever, and some very difficult times along the way. It's taken much longer than I would have thought. You know, and but finally we're there, and everybody deserves it so much. You know, and that makes me really happy to see everybody enjoy this success so much. You know, everybody's put so much effort into it, you know, and all these years building this up, and now we're, you know, getting the reward for all that hard work. Yeah, it's always good to be back here, and because yeah, I can always try and give a little bit back to them, you know, and by being here and going around a little bit, saying hi and everything, and that's important.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great car. The team here in Brackley and in Brixworth have done an immense job actually to put together a car that has really dominated throughout the season. We plot the performance each race. We've got a graph building up through the year, and you look at it and you go, that's a graph to dream of. We've got some great competitors out there, and we never underestimate what they'll do. We've got a winter. There's been a lot of talk about engine freeze or engine unfreeze. The reality is the engine is pretty much unfrozen over the winter, so everybody can start again with their engine. So we don't know what to expect from the others. You know, they may make good steps forward. So we just have to do the best job in our camp, work very hard on the chassis and the engine, and see where we arrive. But we're definitely, you know, on a roll here. Everybody's very, very high, lifted by the result. You know, going around the factory today, meeting everybody, you know, you couldn't have a better atmosphere. We certainly were initially, because you come out with a completely new rule set, new car, new engine. It's the first time we've had a clean sheet of paper to work between the chassis and the engine, because the old V8 was really was a frozen engine, and so it wasn't a clean sheet to work with. This was the first year we came out. We could all do our best across engine and chassis, and we had a few inklings that we had a good package. But of course, as I said before, you don't know what others have done, and we saw first signs of that in the first test at Jerez and then Bahrain, and we gradually gained confidence. But even the dominance that we saw starting in Australia and then moving on, you know, Malaysia, Bahrain, only really by Bahrain you began to feel, okay, we really have got a car with historic levels of performance difference.
Many years ago I was fighting as a racing driver to achieve a world championship. And you win one race, you lose the next one, and you keep on going, and it goes for years, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, and then you are world champion. So on the evening I was world champion, I thought I didn't do a bad job, because it was only me basically who drove the car. It is a driver's world championship. Be careful. And I thought this was nice to achieve. But standing here, it's a completely different thing to me, to be honest. Because every one of you is now a world champion. And this is the most important. And every one of you is only world champion because you work together as a world championship team. And this is the success we have achieved. Because alone I can drive my car, but alone we cannot build the car, make it run and make it win. It's a team effort here. And you can call yourself world champion in our team. It's like a football team. And the trainers, you've been a small one, there are bigger ones, and whatever, yeah, coming through all this, did quite a good job. The Aldos and the other people who gave you the, let's say, the credentials to put these cars together. And therefore I'm really happy that we together have achieved this. But now the but comes. The but means there are 3 more races to go. And the team now has to be so strong together that we will have no failure whatsoever, because we had a couple. Because we need to get the Drivers' Championship to the best man, who then can feel happy with you people for the Constructor Championship and for him himself. So the most important now is, please keep on pushing as hard as you do now, and we're going to achieve this. I'm afraid only in Abu Dhabi, because of this stupid double point system, which nobody really likes. And I can tell you now what will happen. If you're once world champion, what do you want to be? The next time world champion. But I can tell you now it's going to be more difficult, because as higher you get up, as more difficult it will get. But I'm 100% sure that we all together will achieve that this year and next year. Thank you very much.
It's such a great moment, and I must say, yesterday traveling home, I I remembered when I first joined the team and joining so many inspired and so many good people. And there is not one day going through the office of not feeling inspired or motivated by all of you. So many intelligent, smart, clever people, so many hard-working people. And winning a constructor trophy for Mercedes, the first time it ever happened, is such a proud moment for all of us. And we shouldn't forget everybody involved in that team effort. Ross, who was an inspiring person who laid the foundation for our success today. And Bob, who leaves us at the end of the year. There are so many people who played a crucial part in that team. And I think, as Niki said before, this team shows how a modern Formula One team must be set up in order to win World Championship with so many great and inspiring personalities. So thank you very much for being part of this. And may we raise a toast. And I guess the best toast is on all you guys, the best of the best. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is it. We're actually standing here now as world champions, you know, and it's such a great feeling. It's been a long time coming. I've been here with you since day one, you know, since day one of this new project back in 2010. And I definitely didn't expect it to take that long, because I had such a strong belief in this team and all of us, and so somehow it's been a little bit more difficult. But anyways, better late than never. So it's definitely happened now, big time, and dominating in the way we did was absolutely just so cool. You know, to be a part of that out on track. Every race weekend, you know, getting to the racetrack and knowing that I can be on pole and I can win the race with the car that you've given me, you know, that's such an incredible feeling. And there's not been one race weekend where I didn't have that feeling, you know, so it's just all the way through the season. So thank you very much for that. And hopefully, of course, this is just the beginning, you know, that's the most important thing. We haven't now got to the end of what we're hoping for, you know, this is the very beginning of a massive era of total destruction that we're starting. And total domination, you know, let's all try and keep our heads down and, of course, celebrate massively the moment, enjoy, and just keep on going the way we have been doing now. And hopefully have just so much more fun times and success in the future. And I really hope that you can enjoy this so much with your families now. You know, you compromise so much with all the hard work that you put in to this job. So I really hope that you can enjoy the moment a lot with all your close friends and families and everything. I've done that myself also. We had a good time yesterday. Yeah, and so let's keep going.
What an incredible feeling it is to be here in front of you all as we do through the year, but to be world champions, that's just unreal. And I'm sure you're all enjoying the moment, but just to sit back and think for a second what we've achieved together, it's incredible. And I know you've been through a lot of hard times in the past, way before I got here, and a lot of a huge amount of hard work was done back then. And these past 2 years have been the best 2 years of my life, and that's really down to you guys. So grateful for all the hard work. It's incredible, as Nico said, when we go to the race weekends and we know that we have a car that we can fight for a win, fight for pole position. That's every driver's dream. So, and every driver wants our seats, as you know. But we're holding on to them as hard as we can. But it's just incredible, and the work back here up at HPP and the work that I see at the circuit, it's just the synergy we have all together, the effort that's going in, and the results that we're getting is unlike anything I've ever seen. So a huge thank you to everyone for that. Just incredible, an incredible feeling. Thank you so much for all the hard work. Please keep pushing. We are with you all the way, and we can do this for as long as you like. So please keep it up, and thank you so much for all your hard work.